a side that is so exciting and has revamped the way we play the sport. They have reimagined cricket, and the baseball way of cricket has surely been a trademark. Speaking to that setup and even watching them play, you know it's a team on a mission. They have adopted a style of play that they have molded to make it their own. And these styles have also, they furthered the team's vision, and that's what makes this side dangerous and a top contender for the title this year as well. When it comes to World Cup wins, they were always unlucky, finishing second best in 3 previous editions. And really, 2019, it would seem now that luck finally caught up with this English side. A nail-biting, incredible and much talked of final against New Zealand to pip what would have been a memorable win for the Kiwis. Ian Morgan led the charge, and that squad created magic. Let's look at this one, captained by another batter, a maverick batter, Jos Buttler. He's ready, explosive, has a way about him, and coupled with Baz at the helm, this team is dynamic. They look to be a complete side, just the right amount of pure batting, impact all-rounders. Now, if you just take a look at their squad, in fact, we'll get to see what I mean and how dynamic they look as a complete unit. As we said, Jos Buttler is at the helm. He's the captain there. Again, a very seasoned veteran, someone who's done this in this kind of setup regularly. And just look at their lineup. Just some pure batters in there right at the top, someone like Johnny Bairstow, and then just the right amount of all-rounders, impact all-rounders over there as well, strewed into that mix, and a complete bowling unit with some firepower to round it up. So let's analyze the squad then. I'm starting with the joker in the pack for this one. And I'm playing to the gallery here because we cannot miss to mention him up first when we talk of England. It's Ben Stokes. Coming out of retirement to then be included in the scheme of things for the ODI side, Ben Stokes is clearly a man on a mission. He has the stature, the power, and he is gunning for runs. And you only have to see the last time he scored a colossal against his home country, New Zealand, where he scored that brilliant 82 runs of 124 balls. And everyone sort of watched this plunder happening. 15 fours, 9 sixes at a strike rate nearly 150. Now that is incredible, crazy hitting. And he knows he'll have to double up on that, considering he won't be contributing with the ball. And he's an electrifying fielder as well in the close circle. Certainly an asset to any side. England's X factor, Ben Stokes. All right, let's move on then. The next one on my list, the jack of the pack, the all-rounder who has had some stunning stints in the longer format, but could prove to be lethal here too, Chris Woakes. He's had an amazing few months just in the run-up here in terms of his contribution in whites, but we know what confidence does, and this is, in fact, the World Cup. Even if you look at how he's performed with the ball in the shorter format, he's taken a few scalps, and he's definitely the more economical. Basically, setting it up well for his mate at the other end, and he can be a handy bat. Can give you some of those lusty blows towards the end. Maybe this is his time to come in and sort of deliver for his team. Moving on to the ace in the squad, this one is a no-brainer. No matter what his form is, leading into a big tournament, we cannot forget Jos Buttler, a big tournament player, a match winner, and key to England's fortunes as a captain, a perfect exponent of baseball. A solid skipper. He led from the front when he was in the IPL squad with the Rajasthan Royals. He was one of the key components responsible for them reaching the final and coming this close to winning it in 2021. He's going to be looking for another tournament, and this is the perfect stage. Now, why do I say that? Because in 2019, though he wasn't one of the top run getters for his side, he may not have been at his best back then. You know, scoring around a little more than 300 runs there, not some of his best moments, but come at the hour, come at the man. What could be the concerns for a side that looks challenging on paper? Who's the deadwood? By deadwood, I mean the weak link in this setup. Now, if we move on to that, I'll have to say it's Liam Livingstone. Now, he's a huge name and a big ticket player. But look, if you look at some of his numbers in the last 10 matches in the shorter format, you would know that with that comes a lack of consistency. He's been a little inconsistent and just about a couple of 50s, and with the bulk of the big hitting to be his and Ben Stokes' corners, that just could be one area of concern for him. It's the dream of every cricketer, the ultimate glory. Few manage to keep their date with destiny. But for many, it's been heartbreaks and a cross to bear. The Holy Grail is here in India. I'm Rupa Ramani, and First Post brings you the ringside view. We bring you the Cup of Dreams, Cricket World Cup coverage like never before.